Hello, you're listening to Count Richard von Coudenhove kalergi. Today is actually the 15th of June, and here's a couple of comments on today. It is now 3 weeks since the arrest, sentencing, and jailing of right-wing activist and journalist Tommy Robinson. He was reporting outside Leeds Crown Court on the sentencing of 29 majority Pakistani and Bangladeshi Muslims for child grooming offences. It was deemed that this was a breach of his bail conditions, and he was subsequently, within a 5-hour period, arrested, sentenced, and jailed to serve 13 months in prison. Now, he was being held in Hull prison and has been moved during the week to another prison which has a 71% majority Muslim population, and they have sworn that they want to kill him. Now, after Mr. Robinson's jailing, there was a protest outside Downing Street at the gates, and between 500 and 1,000 people showed up. Now, last weekend, 30,000 people showed up at a protest demonstration. 30,000, extraordinary amount, and that was not covered by the BBC, Sky News, or ITN. Now, this particular detention of Mr. Robinson was actually brought up in the European Parliament by a British MEP called Janice Atkinson, and when she mentioned the fact that who would be responsible if Mr. Robinson is killed while in jail by Muslim gangs, her microphone was actually switched off. Now, other than a country being in a state of war, I think it is a very dangerous occurrence when somebody can be arrested, charged and jailed all within the one day. And if it can happen to Mr. Robinson, it can happen to anybody. Now, within that 3-week period, Denmark has actually banned the veil. Austria is actually closing down 7 mosques and will deport somewhere between 40 and 60 imams and all their family back to Turkey. And Mr. Erdogan, who has said that this could potentially lead to a clash between the cross and the crescent, is not, as you can imagine, is very angry with this. Now, tension has broke out between Austria and Hungary before over the fact that Mr. Erdogan wanted a canvass in Austria with the up-and-coming election in Turkey in September, and the Austrian government has refused. So they're just a couple of my thoughts, which are my own. Thanks for listening. Bye bye.